Today we are picking our favorite movies from 2020 to 2024. From Top Gun Maverick to June Part 2. What movies are going to make the cut? Let's find out on the Late Night Movie Podcast. Welcome back to the Late Night Movie Podcast. I'm your host, Welchy, joined as always by my co-host, Mr. Pop Figures himself, Andy.
Hello, guys. Yep, happy to be here. Excited to talk about our movies from the 20s. See what you've got on there.
Yeah, so obviously not joined by Stephen tonight. He is out, but he has sent in his movies, so I'll be able to tell you what they are. But if you're new here or relatively new or just haven't watched other episodes, we have been going through quite slowly on the movie side. Every year from 1990, I think we started in 1990.
Yes. Yeah, we did.
And picking our favorite film from each year with some honorable mentions as well. And we've got all the way to 2020 to 2024. We're not going to do 2025 because we just had our movie of the year podcast for 3 months ago now. 2 months ago now, sorry, 2 months ago now. So you know our favorite movies from last year already, so no need to do that.
Yeah.
We probably won't go into those for another 5 years now. In 5 years' time, if the podcast's still going, we'll be talking about our 25 to 30.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So essentially, this is going to be the end of this series for now. And some good years here to talk about. So let's get straight into it. Obviously, starting with 2020, Andy, what was your favorite film from that year?
So, when I was doing my research, obviously, from movies from these years, I got to 2020 and I was like, there's not a lot of movies from these lists that I'm like seeing pop up, whether it was like a top 50 list from 2020 or different genres and stuff. And I was thinking, why the hell have I not seen a lot of movies? And I was like, it clicked. Obviously, 2020 was the start of lockdown.
Yep.
I went straight into 24/7 gaming. Yeah, I was just gaming so much back then that I must have been gaming until like late hours of the morning and going straight to bed. So there was only one film that I saw for 2020, but it was actually a film I watched and enjoyed and liked the story of, and it's a film called Onward, and I've spoken about it
Pixar.
before. Yeah, I think I've recommended it to you guys to watch it. I can't.
Yeah.
Have you watched it, Welchy?
I've seen like minutes of it. I think my nephew went through a phase of liking it, so I've seen it on. Never sat down and watched it, but I've heard good things.
Yeah. Yes, I've seen it a couple of times. I watched it myself. I'm not sure if it was in 2020 when I watched it, but I then watched it again when I got with Beth and told her because she's obviously a Disney Pixar fan. She said she hadn't seen this one. I was like, oh, it's really good. We should watch it. So I've watched it again with her. But yeah,
Did
it's
she
just one of
like it
those
when
sort
you recommended it?
yeah, she liked it. She's got I bought some of them, but she's got like the 4 pop figures that you can get from the different characters from that film. So yeah, it's a fun adventure film. It's sort of classic Pixar in terms of you've got the characters, you've got the emotional side to it, you've got the adventure side to it. For anyone that hasn't seen it, so basically it's 2 siblings, they're 2 brothers, and they basically lost their dad, and it's sort of one of those films where there's like magic involved with it and stuff. So they basically have one chance to have like one last day with their dad, sort of thing. And if I remember rightly, it's something to do with like a spell. So they come across something in the like attic or wardrobe, whatever, that was left by their dad, and it's like it gives them one last chance to see him. I can't remember the characters' names. I want to say one's Ian. Might be wrong, but whatever the names are, the youngest one basically didn't really grow up with his dad. So it's more that he wants to have that time with that one day with him, sort of thing, because he didn't really know him. Whereas the older brother obviously did spend more time with him. So basically, something goes wrong with this spell where it's meant to like create him and bring him back for one day, but something goes wrong with it, and then they basically have to go on this adventure to try and fix the spell to spend their last day with their dad, sort of thing. So yeah, it's just a really fun film. There's a lot of obviously obstacles that they come across in terms of going on this adventure, and it then packs that emotional punch with the ending as well, which I won't go into because I would tell people to go watch this film. But yeah, it's when you think of a Pixar film, it's their classic sort of structure, I would say, throughout. and it's just a really fun, emotional film to watch.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. Not one I've watched yet. Maybe it's one I sit down with the kids and watch at some point. Um,
Yeah, I'd recommend this.
yeah. My one, I don't know if you've seen it. I'd be surprised if you haven't, is Borat subsequent movie film.
Well, I saw Bigfoot in the Discord, and I wasn't. Is that different to Borat the movie?
It's Borat 2.
Oh, okay, I'm not sure if I have seen it then, because I was
Ah,
like, when he first came, I was like, is that Borat? Like, because obviously if it's the Borat
that's a
movie,
much
I've
older
seen it,
film.
but
Yeah. I
yeah,
think I picked Borat whenever we did that year, whatever year that was,
yeah.
as my film for that year. Borat 2 is not quite as good as the original, but it's hilarious and very, very good. It wins here primarily similar to you. Didn't watch much that year. I don't think
Yeah.
also much came out, obviously, for the same reasons we've mentioned. Um, but it's hilarious. It's Sacha Baron Cohen, well, I can't pronounce his name,
Yeah.
at his best. It has the lockdown in it. Like he goes
Oh,
into
okay.
lockdown during recording, and he goes and lives with some Trump supporters, put it that way,
Okay.
and things get very funny very quick. There's also a lady like an actress he wants to does a film with, and she pretends to be this, I think, Russian lady. She's very good. I think she's a famous actress, or at least half famous. What type
I
of
need to check
Borat?
if I've seen it or not.
There's a moment in that film between the two where I think they're at a party and something happens and it's disgusting but hilarious at the same time. Um,
Yeah,
Her name is Maria Bakalova.
it doesn't ring a bell to me
She's
by
done
name.
loads of stuff. She's in Guardians Galaxy 3.
Oh, okay.
She plays Cosmo the talking dog.
All right.
Um, she's in a few other animated things, quite a few animated things actually. So she's a now successful actress. Um, and I think this was probably the most high profile thing. I know Guardians 3 is high profile, but you don't see her obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, this She's fantastic in this. This is also has the thing that went viral about this film was, I can't remember the guy's name. He's one of Trump's. This is the first time Trump was in power. One of his
Yeah.
people in his party. We're not American. I don't understand it all. She basically gets him to invite her up to the hotel, and he's there basically expecting things to happen with her. Like, I think he pulls his trousers down, so unzips his trousers, and this is like a
Yeah.
really high profile official person, and it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, and obviously nothing actually happens. Like, I think someone gets her out of the situation. Um,
That's so funny.
it's so good. It's Borat, again, not quite as good as the first. It's always going to be hard to live up to it, um, and classic, but
Yeah,
it's definitely worth watching.
you mentioned that scene. I think I've seen clips of that on
You would
TikTok. So
have,
I'm like, I don't know if I've seen the film or just seen parts of it,
yeah,
because obviously we get all these clips on TikTok now, especially with like films like that.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. There's multiple funny moments, and a lot of them are with her, and she is very good in it. But obviously, so is Sacha Baron Cohen, which is a hard name. Um, Honorable mentions. I had one of our A to Z movies, A Escape from Pretoria, which we only watched this year.
yeah.
Um, this is how much of digging the barrel we had to do to get this. Sonic, the first Sonic movie, was this year,
Okay,
and I don't know if
2020,
you've watched
really?
it, New Mutants. It's probably the last, or one of the X-Men movies from Fox. Um,
Oh, okay.
it's not the best,
Oh no, I haven't seen
but
it.
I had
No, I
fun with
haven't.
it.
Yeah.
It had Anya Taylor Joy.
Oh yeah, I like her.
She's in it. There's someone else famous in this I'm forgetting right now. Um, it's it's okay. It's I wouldn't go out and say definitely go and watch it, Andy. I'd be like, if you've got a
Yeah.
spare time and want to catch up with everything Marvel, then yes. Um, it could be a lot better, but it's also not. I'm sure it's got a girl from Game of Thrones in it. Ah, man. Anyway, they're mine.
Um, is she the new Tomb Raider?
No, 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 not her. I think it's the girl. She's a Stark, the young Stark girl, little one.
Arya Stark.
Yeah, maybe her. I think she's in this.
I can't remember. What's her name? Williams, Maisie Williams.
Let me double. I might be completely thinking of a different film here. Um, New Mutants features Maisie Williams. I was right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie Heaton. Who the hell was he in this? Charlie Heaton being Jonathan Byers from Stranger Things.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't remember him
I
being in
haven't seen
this,
it.
but he obviously is. Wow. Yeah, and Anya Taylor-Joy. It's actually a decent cast.
Good cast. Yeah.
But it's got a 2.1 on Letterboxd, so yeah, that will tell you
Okay.
what you need to know. What were your honorable mentions, if you had any?
I like I said, obviously it was a tough year for movies. I didn't write anything down. I probably would have had Sonic down as an honorable mention. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna put Escape from Detroit. What's it called? Escape
Victoria,
from
yeah,
Victoria down. It was an okay film, but not like
yeah.
enough to class it as like you've almost taken top spot type of thing. But Sonic I enjoyed. I just didn't think that was 2020 because we've now got three of those out. So
They put those out very quick. Um,
yeah,
and yeah, I would say none of those three are close to Borat 2 for me. It's just
yeah.
something to mention. I should
Other things we
go
watched.
through Stevens, of course. Steven, this tells you how low 2020 was because he has picked Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga.
That whatever that is, that does not count. What the hell is that?
Maybe a documentary or something, I don't know, but whatever that is, Stephen, yeah. His
No way.
honorable mentions are Tenet, which I can't believe that's 2020. I thought that was 2019.
I didn't watch that, but I swear it got slated at the time.
It's not his best work. Oh, it does say 2020. There you go. Fair enough. I do need to watch it. It's averaging 3.4 on Letterboxd. It's not horrendous.
Okay.
And his other honorable mention was Borat 2. So
Yeah. I can't believe he's chosen a Eurovision documentary over anything.
Discord, we asked Discord for their honorable mention, not honorable mentions, their favorite films. Big Zero in for 2020 with Borat 2 or Extraction, which was the Chris
Oh,
Hemsworth film.
yeah, that's meant to be quite good. Again, I haven't
Yeah,
watched it though.
every list I looked at earlier had it in there.
Yeah.
And Jack wrote in with Tenet and Soul, which was another Disney movie that came out.
Oh, yeah.
But
Again, I haven't watched that. So
no, me neither.
a couple of good movies there mentioned I've heard good things about, but yeah,
Yeah,
obviously just haven't got around to watching.
out of all of them, I definitely want to watch Tenet at some point just because it's Christopher Nolan, Soul, and
Yeah.
Onward. I am not watching Eurovision.
No, I'm not watching that.
Sorry, Stephen. Okay, let's move on to 2021. Let's start with Stephen on this one, actually. Stephen picked Last Night in Soho. You seen that one?
Oh yeah, I did watch that. That's got we just mentioned a name, Anna Taylor-Joy
Okay. I'm Googling it
and Matt
and I
Smith.
don't know what it is.
We went to the cinema to watch it. That was quite good actually.
Okay, yeah, it's got Anya Taylor-Joy and Matt Smith. I don't recognize
Yeah.
Thomasin McKenzie. Okay, she's in a lot of things, so she's obviously quite good. Yeah, I've got nothing to say about that film. You got any quick comments on it?
It's basically like a horror film and it tells the
Oh,
story of this girl. Say horror, maybe like thriller, borderline.
that's
But it
Edgar
like
Wright.
flashes
Yeah,
back
okay.
to her life. It like flashes back through her life and sort of what she went through. I think she was trying to become like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, I can't remember the details, but I remember at the time watching it, it was like really good how it flashed through her life
Hmm.
and then sort of how it concluded her story at the end was pretty cool as well. But yeah, it's one I tell people to go watch. I definitely need to rewatch it at some point.
I've added it to my watch list. Um, we don't need to go through his honorable mentions yet. We'll do that when we get to it. I picked Spider-Man: No Way Home.
I've
Um,
chose the same.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but it
mean,
was the easiest choice for me.
this was a good year. My second runner-up is very good. Um, but this film, I wish I was properly up to date with Marvel when this film came out. I didn't get up to date with Marvel again until 2022 is when I started my start from the beginning and let's catch up. Um, but this must have been
Yeah,
such a cool experience in the cinema, especially I know I was I saw it all on Instagram and everything. Are they all going to come back or not? What's going to happen? The
yeah, I
leaks and
know. It's so
everything, the
annoying.
trailers.
Yeah,
And obviously when I went to watch it, I knew they were in it because that was obviously old news. But I think I watched it in 2022. Um,
yeah.
but still, even knowing they were coming into it, the way they do it is still so good. Um,
Yes, I agree with
and
you.
also should add, just the nostalgia side of it. That's not what makes this film great. The film is great on its own. Um, Tom Holland is amazing in this film. It's probably his best Spider-Man performance, in my opinion. The way he deals with, can't go into spoilers, but certain things that happen in this movie.
Yeah,
It's also the really good scene where he has his spider sense, where he realizes that one of the characters has turned bad, and he's like walking around the
yes,
room. And the way they have the camera like in his face, I was like, this is really fucking cool. Like the way they're doing the spider sense here. Um, Obviously, it's not just the two Spider-Man returning; it's the enemies as well. You've got the Green
yeah. I know
Goblin,
what happens.
um,
Doc
Doc
Ock.
Ock, which is amazing. He's so
Yeah,
good. Electro. It's just a proper. It, it does play to the nostalgia of it, obviously, but it does it in the best way possible. It makes a good, genuine story, a great film, and one of the better Marvel films we've had since Endgame,
yeah. No, I totally
easily.
agree with you. And sometimes I can find like the multiverse stuff quite annoying and confusing, and it gets all complicated. But this is like one of the movies where the way that they do it and the nostalgia from growing up watching all the Spider-Man films,
Hmm.
having Tobey Maguire, having Andrew Garfield, I even liked all three of those. Like just the way they come back into this film, and like you said with the enemies as well, the way that they come back into this film, I just thought this whole story was like brilliant.
Yeah,
And obviously I did go to the cinema to watch this, so seeing all of that on the big screen, obviously there were so many rumors beforehand about Tobey Maguire returning and Andrew Garfield returning. It's like we hadn't had anything official, so it's like we're almost waiting for it to happen. So it's like it did take away a bit of the surprise when they like you see them turn up, but then you're also still excited because you're seeing them in
as
the
Spider-Man
newest
again.
Spider-Man films
Yeah,
as Spider-Man. Now in this time, it's like that's crazy.
yeah,
Like you grew up with them, especially Tobey Maguire,
especially
and
Toby.
for him to return, yeah, to return as Spider-Man and get to see him in action again, yeah, it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was an easy decision in the end for me. What honorable mentions did you have before I get into Stevens?
The only one I wrote down, and I've probably missed a couple, but the a film called Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds,
Oh
and
yeah, I've
it's
not
like
watched that yet.
his they call him Blue Shirt Guy, but it's just because it's just a fun film that relates to gaming as well in terms of like he's constantly respawning his life. But yeah, it's a film I'd recommend. It's quite funny. It's got that gaming element to it as well. So anything like that, I'll always enjoy watching. Really.
Yeah, Stephen has given loads of honorable mentions for all of these years, so I won't mention all of them. But he did have Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yes.
He said The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, which I know you've all spoken about before.
Is that the
Um,
second one?
no, it's Conjuring 3, I guess, because I think Conjuring 2 is just Conjuring
Okay.
2. Um,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Halloween
Right.
Kills, The Forever Purge. He's put Don't Breathe 2, which I'm sure he said is not good. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
He basically told us not to
He said
watch
it's not
that.
worth watching. But yeah, there's a few others in there. Mine, the runner-up was June, the first June film.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Of
Big fan
course.
of that. The only problem I do have with that film is it feels like a part one. Like it needs part two.
Yeah.
Not to
To
make it
complete
good,
it.
but like, and also part two is an amazing movie. This is a very good movie and it sets it up, and I love so much about this movie. Um, but when it ends, it's like, oh, I can't wait for part two because we're missing something here. Um,
Yeah.
but it's still very good.
Mentioning that and Spider-Man, we've obviously got the new Spider-Man coming out this year and
And June
part
part
three.
three, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, both going to be just as good, if not better. Um, I had Shang Chi, which was another Marvel
Oh,
movie,
the one film. Yeah.
um, which is very good. Some of the fighting scenes in that are some of the best we've had in a long time. And that director is directing, I believe, Spider-Man 4 this year, um,
Yeah.
which gives me every confidence because the scenes in that are fantastic. And if you can do that in this, we're going to be in for a great time.
Yeah. It's also crazy that we're
Eternals,
actually getting a Spider-Man 4 as well. I know where it's coming through.
we never had one. Yeah, but not always in Coming Freeze. Garfield didn't. Um, Eternals,
Yeah.
which is an underrated Marvel movie. It gets a lot of hate for not real good reason. I think it's a good movie. And Don't Look Up. I know not everyone liked Don't Look Up. the
Then look up.
Leonardo DiCaprio movie that came out on Netflix
Oh, I haven't seen that.
with
That
Jennifer
was yeah, that got
Lawrence.
slated like crazy.
I liked it, and this isn't just me mentioning it because I've watched it. I genuinely like this movie. I thought the acting was really good from Jennifer and Leonardo and some of the others. Um,
Okay.
so I personally like that movie. I'm not saying it's of those. It's that or Eternals is the worst of those group, but both still good movies. Um, on Discord, we have Big Z who wrote in saying Spider-Man No Way Home was his favorite, and Jack wrote in with Spider-Man No Way Home and King Richard, which I need to watch.
I
Um,
don't know if I've seen that or
I
not.
haven't, but I know that's meant to be very good. So that was the film which the slap then happened after that, right? 'Cause I think he won the same
Um,
night he slapped Chris Rock.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he won for King Richard. Um, we oh no, we'll do 2022, then go into a break. So 2022, Andy, what was your movie of the year?
So there's a couple for this one, but I obviously went for a franchise that I love. And obviously it's the start of a new series of them, and it was The Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Oh shit, yeah, I still haven't seen that, and that is
Uh,
I need to watch that film because I know how much I love it.
yeah, and I've been waiting for the second one to come out for like ages now, and it's like, where the hell is it?
Yeah.
So obviously, yeah, it's a darker, also it starts off as like a darker sort of Batman story in terms of the way that Robert Pattinson portrays Batman, which is obviously different to the way that Christian Bale um, portrays it. So already you've got sort of that difference between the two, and it's just yeah, I just love Batman. So the fact you've then got like characters like the Riddler returning, you have Penguin in this, who you've got the separate TV show for, which I rate as one of the best TV shows that I've seen recently, and can't wait for season two of that to hopefully drop at some point if there is one. Um, but yeah, no, it's just a darker twist on Batman, on Gotham, on the characters. The overall story is sort of good. It sort of there's cameos at the end. I won't, since you haven't seen it, I won't say by
Mm.
who or who it's meant to be. Um, but yeah, if you love Batman, then you have to watch this film. The fact you haven't already seen it is crazy. I think this
It's
might be
quite
one
long,
of the
isn't
first
it?
films. Yeah, it's probably over 2 hours,
Yeah,
maybe close to 3 hours.
I think it
I
is.
think
Yeah.
it was one of the first films I want to watch with Beth actually. But yeah, it's Robert Pattinson. Like I've seen him in other stuff that I like. Obviously, a lot of people, I think, as soon as you mention his name, you think of Twilight.
Yeah.
And although I do like the Twilight films, I don't think it's his like strongest
He's
work.
gone on to do a lot of
Um,
good stuff.
yeah, since that he has gone on, like you said, to do a lot of good stuff, and I like him as an actor. I
Hmm.
wasn't sure how I was going to feel about him as Batman to begin with because I've never seen him in that type of role before, I don't
Yeah.
think. But I think the way that he portrays Batman, like I can never picture him beforehand being Batman. But once you sort of watch the film, I'm like, yeah, I actually sort of like the way that um he betrayed him. The only thing I didn't like about it was sort of his actually I won't go into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like overall, yeah, it's my favorite film from that year. There was one other close film to it that I might have put first, but because I love Batman so much, that just like edged it for me.
Yeah, this was a tough one for me as four, five, definitely four movies that could have taken number one. I'm still not fully convinced of my answer, but I am gonna go with Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Um,
Okay,
I love this movie. Went to the cinema. This is the first movie I saw in the cinema since I've been going back to the cinema. So like between 2017 and 2021, I didn't go at all. Um, and it's the first time I ever went to cinema on my own, and loved the movie. I thought it was really well done. Obviously, it had the whole thing with Chadwick Boseman
yeah,
at the
but
beginning, which was
yeah,
really touching and really well done. And obviously, Shuri then becomes the new Black Panther, and got a fantastic villain in, I'm forgetting his name now, Namor, um, which I thought was really well done. The whole thing is just a brilliant movie in my mind. Um, it's again one of the I think Spider-Man No Way Home is better, but one of the better movies. It's one of the ones I would consider a great movie after Endgame because it's been
Endgame. Yeah.
about 50-50. It's one of the great ones. Um, Stephen picked Top Gun Maverick, which I know is obviously
Okay.
a much loved movie. I've not seen it. I know everyone loves this movie. Um, have you seen it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I went with Steven to watch it.
Is it your honorable mention or one of yours?
I did write it down. I did see it. It was a good movie. Like I did enjoy it. I just, yeah, it just wasn't up the top. Like there's pretty a lot of movies that year. It wasn't top for me.
Yeah. Big Z wrote in with Scream.
Yeah,
Was there a Scream movie that year?
yeah, I think so. That'd been Scream
Five?
six,
Four,
five,
five,
five.
six?
Was
I think
when did
Steven's got
Scream?
another Scream later on. Scream's got
It must be
Scream.
five then.
Steven's got one for 2023, so maybe it's Scream 5. Um,
Yeah, it'd be Scream five.
and
Yeah.
he also said Sonic 2, which
Okay.
they pump those movies out so quick.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jack wrote in with Everything Everywhere All at Once, which obviously did very well awards wise that year. Um, and The Banshees of Inisherin, which I believe is the movie with oh, what's the Irish guy? Oh my god, what's his name?
I don't want to say someone and he's like Scottish or something.
Yeah, very famous, and it's got Mad Eye Moody in it as well. Um,
Um,
Colin Farrell, and Brendan Gleeson. Those two have done loads of movies together, like In Bruges. Um, again,
yeah.
it's got a 4.1 on Letterboxd. I've heard amazing things about it. It's on my watch list. I just haven't got around to watching it.
Is Colin Farrell actually Irish?
I hope
Just
so
because
because I've
like
just said that.
he obviously does like accents and stuff, but because he's in so much like as the Penguin, like
Of course,
does it's such a different accent. It's like
uh,
crazy.
Letterboxd says an Irish actor. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, yeah, his catalog here is insane in terms of the movies he's done.
Yeah,
Um,
because when you see him in The Gentleman, obviously he's got an Irish accent in that, hasn't he? But
yes, and
pretty sure.
The Gentleman I was going to put down for 2020. It turns out it's
Okay.
2019.
Just missed out.
I don't think I mentioned it last time, which is a shame because I love that movie. Um, honorable mentions then, I had Avatar: Way of Water,
Yes.
Prey, which was obviously the one of the
Oh, I didn't realize that was
one of the
2022.
Predator reboots. Smile, which I'm sure is on yours, and
Yeah.
Talk to Me, which is one
Yeah, I
of the
haven't seen
best
that yet,
horror
but I know you guys.
movies
Yeah.
in a
I do
long
need to watch
time.
that at some point.
What did you have?
Yeah. I've other than the ones you haven't already mentioned, Elvis was the other film I put down.
Yeah, I have not seen that
Um,
yet.
yeah, that was it was just such a fun film to watch, and Tom Hanks' performance in that movie made me hate him because of how well he portrays that character.
Yeah,
So I always think when an actor can do that,
yeah.
it's like yeah, it's an amazing performance. So obviously Tom Hanks is usually quite a good performance character anyway, actor anyway. But yeah, that film I would recommend to anyone go watch it. It's one of the better music films I'd say.
Mm. That's the only one you had for that year, other
Yeah.
than the
Oh
ones
well,
I
I had
said.
Smile Down and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
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 Again, Steven's got a lot, so I'll only mention some of them. He had Scream as well as an honorable mention, so there must have been a Scream film, but he didn't play Scream 5, which is interesting.
I th- I think it is just called Scream, but it is Scream 5.
It's fifth one, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terrifier 2, Megan, Elvis, like you
Oh
said,
yeah. Sorry.
Smile, like I said, The Batman, Uncharted. That's oh, Avatar, Way of Water, and obviously he had Pearl, which me and you obviously were not going to
Oh yeah.
put on our list. We'll stick with Steven. 2023, he had Scream 6 as his best film of that year. Um, did you have that on your list at all? Honorable mentions? You got anything to say about that one?
I didn't actually write it down, but I probably would have. Yeah.
Yeah. I've not seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I watched Scream
Yes.
7, didn't like it.
It's it's one of the better Scream movies, I'd say.
Mm.
Obviously it's set in New York. It's got a big cast. Jenna Ortega. I want to say Jack White is in that one.
Oh,
Might be getting confused between 5 and 6, but if he, yeah, I think it is that one. I'm hoping I'm right. They sort of
uh,
all end up merging into one with me in terms of the characters, but
no, I can't see Jack Quaid on here. Hayden
oh, he
Panettiere's
must
in
be
it.
on Prime. Uh, yeah,
You
They all
can't
mixed
remember.
up. That's why I didn't write that. It was good. Yeah, it was set in New York. Obviously, you probably seen the train scene in the Scary Movie 6 trailer.
Yeah,
Obviously, that's from Spring 6.
yeah. Um, what did you have for your movie for that year? Oh, I was going to take a break, but anyway, carry on.
Uh, it was close between two for me for this, but it is another Spider-Man film, and it is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That, yeah, it was just. I think I went to the cinema by myself to watch it, and it was the first film that I'd done that for, and it's just, yeah, it's just beautiful. Like the whole animation, and I noticed it when I watched the new Goat film, because obviously that's by the same
Same
people,
people,
and
yeah,
you can tell their art style is quite niche. And watching that sort of just threw me back to Spider-Man and how we're waiting for the next one to come out, and obviously that was meant to be coming out sooner, and it's being delayed. But yeah, it's just so good. Like the whole animation, Miles' story, obviously trying to save his planet. Um, the team up with, or well, say team up. Obviously, the team up with Gwen Stacy, I guess, and sort of the recruitment of other characters, all the other sort of spider characters that come into this, all so hopefully all the sort of spin-offs that we're going to get as well with the other Spider TV show coming out later this
S
year
Spider Noir,
with
but I think
Nicolas
that's a live
Cage.
action one, isn't it? Rather than
It is live action, yeah, but obviously you have that character in
yeah,
this as well as animation. But yeah, it's just such a brilliant story. Obviously, the ending, I won't say what happens, but it ends on a cliffhanger type sort of style. So yeah, I'm just hyped for the second movie to come out, third movie to come out and finish the story off. And like I say, like it must take such the way that they do all the animation in this
hmm
film, like it must take a lot of work and dedication to get that on point. Because the first one and this one, like I don't think I've ever seen anything else do it the way that these films do it. Um, and I don't mind the third film getting delayed if they're going to keep up the quality of
yeah,
animation in the third film. And yeah, like I say, if you watch Goat, you notice their style straight away. Is quite niche, and yeah, it's at the moment I'm just loving all the Spider-Man stuff. The other TV show that you recommended, Welchy, I love that as
yeah,
well. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I just can't get enough of it at the moment, and I'm super hyped for the next film and for the new Nicolas Cage TV show as well. So just keep chucking it my way, please.
yeah. It's my number one this year. It's one of the best movies in the
And
last five
yeah,
years, comfortably. Um,
and all the music as well that comes with these films, like
Music is so good in this
post,
film.
yeah,
Obviously, Post Malone's one is the first film, but in this film, it's
yeah,
the album and all the music's been produced by Metro Boomin, who's obviously a fantastic producer. And these songs were in my playlists for a long time, and I still would listen to them now. But like, obviously, you update playlists as you go on. But they were
yeah,
in
of
there for
course,
ages. The story's so good. Like, I am. It's probably one of my most anticipated movies is this third one because I think if they stick the landing, this will go down as one of, if not my favorite trilogies ever. Um,
yes,
it's the
I agree with
story
you.
is so good. The one issue I would say is similar to what I said with June One, is this film feels like a part one of a two-parter,
Yeah, I
and
agree with you, especially with the ending.
yeah,
But when they first released the second film, they said the third film was meant to be coming out 6 months later. So when it
yeah,
ended and we didn't have the delays at that point, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. We only got to wait 6 months for the next part,
yeah,
especially the way it ends. And then obviously we've had like 2 years delay now, whatever it is. So
yeah. They said it was coming 2024. It's now coming 2027, so it will be a 3 year.
yeah,
Um, at the time, I felt like it was a bit ambitious, and obviously it's come to be true.
yeah, it was.
But what is also interesting, I don't know if it's a new thing they've said, but a major part of the reason for the delay is the story, because they said they basically had this whole two-part thing as one story. But then when they released part
Yeah,
one and had part two to do, they realized that the part two alone doesn't really have a beginning, middle, and end. It would have
okay,
just been like the ending for however long, 2 or 3 hours of the
yeah,
whole thing. And they wanted it to be its own standalone movie as well. So they've
okay,
had to actually do a lot of change into the script and the actual whole story and everything. So it's not just, oh, the animation's taken a long time, which it is going to. It's actually, we're going to try and make this movie stand on its own as well, which
yeah,
is an obvious thing to do. So I think all of these things they're saying is only going to make it better. Um, and
Yeah,
hopefully it goes down as one of the best. I think it will. I can't see them dropping the ball. Touch wood that they don't. But yeah, fantastic movie. Obviously deals with, he doesn't lose his dad, but it deals with other universes having their, what do they call it? Their there's a name for it. But like the event that it can't stop happening. It happens all the time in every universe, no matter what. Even though every universe is so different, I can't remember. They've got a word for it. Like they had the Indian Spider-Man, they had the like punk rocker Spider-Man in there,
yeah,
all these different Spider-Man, but they all had the same. Ah, that word is on the tip of my tongue. Same event that always happens to all of them. Like it's their thing that happens every time. Um,
yeah. I know what you mean.
Almost
I
like
don't know what it's
like an
called, but
anchor event or something like that. That's something that always happens. So obviously, our Miles knows it's going to happen to him, and it's about if he
yeah.
can stop that. And I love all that. And obviously, Oscar Isaac is in this as Spider-Man 2047, I think his name is.
Sony Spider-Man.
Yeah,
If you
phenomenal.
remember them all, that's crazy.
He's so good. Um, and the scene where he's running away from all the Spider-Man and they're all chasing him up that train
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I
Oh,
remember it.
so
It's
good.
funny.
I cannot wait for this. And the ending was unbelievably cool. So
Hmm.
yeah, super excited for the last one. Um, Stephen has picked. Oh, we did this Scream 6. We did his one. Um, Discord. Bixie wrote in with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, of course.
Yes, I've
Um,
seen a pattern
Jack wrote in with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, of
here.
course. But he also said Oppenheimer and Blackberry. Um,
Yep.
in terms of honorable mentions, Stephen had Oppenheimer, Barbie, Winnie the Pooh. Um,
Winnie the Pooh.
yeah.
Oh, he doesn't mean the horror film, does he?
Oh, maybe I don't know. Um, he's just put Winnie the Pooh. Oh no, sorry, he's put a comma there, but I thought that meant a new film. Blood and Honey. That must be that one.
Yeah, it's horror.
Yeah.
No, that's not getting in his honorable mentions. I'm wiping it out.
Super Mario movie. Um, Saltburn. Killers of the Flower Moon, which is a Leonardo film, and Across the Spider Verse. I'm glad he had that in there. I was going to get quite upset with him then. What did you have in yours?
I had Barbie down, Mario, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah,
Because that was Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was close, sort of second for mine, just because of the emotional punch that one has.
yeah, that's my number two. Loved that movie. Again, I've said it a few times here. We're obviously not mentioning the bad films of the Marvel in these years.
Yeah,
This is one of the best ones as well. The emotional punch, even the trailer, you could see that something was going to happen, like there's something sad was going to happen, and even it, you kind of knew who was going to happen, and it's still sad when it was all happening. But there was
yeah,
more Rocket's backstory and all that stuff, which was so sad,
yeah.
which we
It was
didn't
really
know
well
we was
done.
going to get in the trailer. Um, yeah, phenomenal film, really well done. It's again, if you just look at this as a trilogy, Guardians 1, 2, and 3 is one of the best. They're all
Oh,
fantastic,
yeah,
fantastic
100%.
movies.
Yeah,
It's funny. Um, but this one is much more emotional than 1 and 2. I think it's just really, really well done. And if it is the end of the Guardians movies, it's a great send off. Um,
yeah.
I also had Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, Saltburn, and Creed 3, which I love the Creed movies.
Okay.
And I heard the other week on Instagram somewhere that Creed 4 is being made.
Yeah, I've
Um,
seen that. Yeah,
Michael B. Jordan apparently
see if
has
it's
said
true.
that's happening, so um, buzzing. Even though 3 is probably the worst of the 3, um, I still rate it very highly and absolutely love it. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I like Tree. It's the one I remember the most at the moment because it's the most recent one. But
2,
yeah, it was a good enough story.
2 is by far my favourite, but still, 3 is great. 2024, final year. There's no point doing a break now because we're at the end.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
Hopefully the podcast doesn't fuck up. Mine's an obvious one. This was the easiest one, even though there's been great movies in this one. But this is one of my favorite films ever. Dune Part Two.
Okay.
One, I know I didn't get to do Endgame and Infinity War and No Way Home at the cinema, which I know I would have loved as a Marvel fan in that sense. But
Yeah,
Dune Part Two is easily the best cinema experience I've ever had in terms of the feelings I felt watching that movie. the moment have you seen Dune Part 2 yet?
No, I haven't watched it yet. No,
There's a moment where Timothy Chalamet's character J- John, I can't remember his name. Um, I need to rewatch these before June Part 3. Does
it's not
something.
John, is it?
It's like a simple
It's
name. It's like a simple name.
does it give A?
I'm gonna have to search it now. I'm sure it's
I
John.
I want to say Atreus, but obviously I know it's not
No, it's
Atreus.
not
But I
Atreus.
swear it's not. No, I swear it's something like that. I swear it was,
June Part 2. His name is Paul.
or maybe it might. What's his surname?
Paul Atreides or something. It's something Paul
Okay, yeah,
something like that. Yeah. Um, Obviously the cast is insane. Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, Javier Bardem, Josh Brolin, Austin Butler in this movie is unbelievable. Florence Pugh, Dave Bautista, Christopher Walken. I mean, what the fuck? That is one hell of a cast. Um,
yeah,
Unbelievable movie. Yeah, the scene I'm on about, I had goosebumps watching this movie. Um, and easily one of my favorite of all time. On my Spotify top 4 that you can pick, it's in there. With the likes of Batman, Dark Knight. That's how much I love this movie. Um, will
yeah.
always
But
recommend this to everyone. And Andy, I know you've watched number one. If you're going to watch this, watch part one again because it will make
yeah, I
you
pretty will.
appreciate it more.
Obviously, I'll pretty want to go to the cinema to watch three if I get a chance
Yeah,
to. So I'll pretty watch them both closer to the time when that releases.
me too.
Yeah, I always remember you talking about number two because I think it was number two where you're like, you told your brother to watch it and he watched it on the
You watched it on a
airplane or
plane, yeah.
something. You're like, go to the cinema to watch this, and he watches it on the smallest screen possible.
If they re-release this year in build
Yeah,
up,
which they could do.
I'm going because I need that experience again.
Sometimes they do a double bill before like a third film comes out, and they've been doing that a lot more recently. I
Yeah,
know that'll be like what 6 hours. They're
they're
long
quite
films, aren't
long.
they?
June
But
Part 2 is not quite 3 hours, 2 and 3/4
yeah,
or something.
I
Um,
would consider doing that though if they'd done it before the third film.
yeah, it would definitely be worth it. It's a phenomenal film. What was your film for 2024?
Uh, so originally, I think because did we do a top 10 for this on the podcast? I can't
Yes,
remember.
so we should say we did have our movie of the year for 2024, um, which I can actually look at what you picked. But yeah, you might
I
as well
think
tell
it
me what
was
you think.
Inside Out too.
Oh, I don't think it
Um,
was. You
I
picked
know it was close.
Smile 2.
Okay, because I had Smile two down, Inside Out two down on my like list here. And I thought I was going to be changing my answer to Smile two, but obviously I chose that anyway. So I'm
Picking Smile
sticking
2.
to Smile two.
Cool.
Um, yeah, obviously I always said from the end of Smile one, I was like, I loved all the Smile one, and then you see the entity, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
um, at the end of one, and then I was like thinking, and I say this all the time, if you listen to me on the podcast, that as soon as you see what the thing is, I find it less scary, and all of a sudden it starts come a worse film from that point onwards when you know what the entity is, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Um, but then the way that Smile 2 starts, it like completely reverses all of that and sort of just takes away and adds that mystery again. So where you start to think what the entity is, I feel like with the way that Smile 2 goes, they remove that again. They remove the entity. So you're back to thinking, what the fuck is this thing? What's real? What isn't real? The music, the scene in particular with where it feels like they're mannequins, where she's in a hotel room, I think,
Yeah.
and she's got like all the dance people like moving closer towards her every time she looks away, and like I just remember that scene all the time. And then obviously there's one major sort of part throughout the film where I'm hoping most people have got Smile to now, but you're thinking like, is this real or is it not real? And I'm still thinking that now. I still don't know
Yeah.
what is real, what isn't, and I'm hoping there's going to be a Smile free with the way that that film ends as well.
I think there has to
Um,
be, yeah.
So yeah, if they get Smile free on point again, this would be one of my like favorite horror trilogies. When you've got films like Strangers that have had three shit films, pretty much.
This deserves
It's
a third
like
one.
yeah. But yeah, no, it was just a fun film, and obviously at the time I said it was my favorite movie, and I haven't switched up.
Yeah, obviously, I think you could probably guess Stevens. Do you want to guess it?
Uh, Terrifier 3,
Yeah,
is that out
Terrifier
that year?
3. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And that was what he picked at the time as well. I've not seen it, but we've all heard what Stephen thinks of this film on that podcast and other times as well. Um, in Discord, we had, oh, I've gone the wrong thing. Bigsy wrote in with June Part 2, a man of good taste.
okay.
Um, and a lot of mine have been similar to Bigsy's actually. Got great taste. Jack wrote in with Conclave, which is the film with Ralph Fiennes, the Trinity Killer guy.
Yeah, I never
Um,
got a chance to watch that.
I know it's won loads of awards as well, so I know it's a very highly rated movie. In terms of honorable mentions, Stephen said Late Night with the Devil, Better Man. What I feel like I
That
know
was
what Better
the
Man is. Oh,
it's the
Robbie
monkey
Williams.
film with
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, Blink Twice, Love Lies Bleeding. A lot of these ones he would have had on his list. Um, he has missed a major one. So one of his favorite
Which is
films of the year that year, according to what he sent in, was Anora, which obviously
and he
you
hasn't
did
written it
not
down.
like.
Yeah, and
Um,
he's forgot about
he
it.
has not wrote Anora down. He did
Well,
put
there you
Deadpool
go.
and Wolverine. Um, I'm just trying to. There's a lot here. Long Legs, Inside Out 2. He said Strangers Chapter 1. Um,
That yeah, that was the only good one out of the three, but it's still not good enough. When you compare it to Smile 2, Terrifier 3, Blink Twice, like those three horror movies that year
yeah,
were like sensational.
yeah.
Compared to Strangers Chapter 1, it doesn't get anywhere near those three.
What did you have for your honorable mentions?
So I had Blink Twice written down, the Godzilla Kong film, which I really loved watching at the cinema. Wicked, the first Wicked, part one.
Oh, yeah.
The I didn't watch it at the time, but Fall Guy, the Ryan Gosling film where he plays the stuntman.
Oh, yeah.
Um, Argyle, the spy film with
Stephen did have it on his, yeah.
yeah,
Ryan Gosling.
can't remember the name now. No, he's not in that. It's got Henry Cavill in it.
Sorry,
In Argyle. In Argyle.
Argyle, sorry, I thought you said Fall Guy.
Yeah, I did say Fall
Yes.
Guy before, but
It's got Dua Lipa's in it for a bit.
I can't.
Um,
She's the woman that does the Black Mirror episode with like the ratings.
oh God, yes, Jurassic World lady.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
can't
can't
remember her
remember her
name right
name,
now.
but
Yeah,
yeah. Long Legs with Nicolas Cage.
yeah,
Again, another horror film that was better than Strangers, Chapter One, and obviously Inside Out 2. And then I had the two music films, Bob Marley, which I really enjoyed, and Back to Black, which was the Amy Winehouse music
yeah,
film, which again I really enjoyed.
yeah.
There was a lot for that.
I didn't have
Yeah.
as many. I watched a lot of movies that year, but just tried to keep it to ones I'd consider top movies for me. Deadpool and Wolverine, which ended up being our
Yep.
collective movie of the year that year because we all rated it highly. Late Night with the Devil, which was a fantastic horror movie, which is different to anything I've ever seen before. So I loved that one. Alien Romulus. I don't think either of you two picked
Yes.
that, but I loved that movie. Inside Out 2, Long Legs, and Hitman, the Netflix comedy with, oh my God, his name. Ah, bollocks, can't remember his name. He's in that new movie coming out soon, How to Make a Killing. Good looking guy.
Oh, yeah. I've watched it. We always get his name wrong, don't we? Always.
Yeah, I'd call him the good looking guy
So it's,
now.
it's it's not Austin Butler, is it?
No, no, no,
Or is it?
no.
No, because yeah, that's who I think I get confused with. Glenn Powell. Is
Glenn
that right?
Powell, well done.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's a good movie. It's a fun, easy movie to watch. Um, well, there you have it. I think we've gone through 2020 to 2024. Lots of good movies there. Lots of agreement between us on some of them. Um,
Yeah.
and lots of honorable mentions to talk about as well. Any final comments before we wrap it up?
No, yeah, just excited to see. I think you can tell when I sort of started going to the cinema more with sort of 2024 picking up with the films,
Yeah,
and we'll see from this point onwards when we do our 25 to 29
it's all going to be documented on
years.
here anyway.
And there's going to be a lot more movies, so it could easily change if we choose one film at the time and then watch other films. But yeah, 2025 would be an interesting one to do.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, that is going to do it for tonight's episode of the Late Night Movie Podcast. Let us know your favorite movies from the early 20s. Drop your thoughts in the comments or tag us on socials at the Late Night Pods. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed the episode, please make sure to follow and subscribe wherever you are listening. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next episode. Speaking of which, next time we are reviewing the latest Pixar movie, Hoppers. So you will not want to miss that one. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I've been your host, Welchy, joined as always by my co-host, Andy.
Yeah, thank you as always, guys, and shall see you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.